Good morning, everyone. Today we will have a test of 30 multiple choice questions based on 10 literary terms we discussed recently. The 10 literary terms we discussed were: number 1, absurd; number 2, act and scene; 3, aestheticism; 4, affective fallacy; 5, alienation effect; 6, allegory; 7, alliteration; 8, assonance; 9, consonants; and 10, allusion. Okay, first I will show you the question and you will pause for some time and answer it for yourself. Okay, assess yourself, and then I will show you the answer. Okay, let's start the examination then. Question number 1. Absurdism or theatre of the absurd started as a movement after option A, World War I; B, World War II; C, French Revolution; D, American independence. So the answer will be B, World War II. Question number 2. Who wrote the play Ubu Roy or Ubu the King? A, William Shakespeare; B, Ben Jonson; C, Alfred Jarry; D, Albert Camus. The answer will be C, Alfred Jarry. It is a French play written by him in 1896. Absurd elements could be noticed for the first time in this play. Question number 3. Who among the following is an existentialist philosopher? A, Shakespeare; B, John Keats; C, Harold Pinter; and D, Albert Camus. The answer is D, Albert Camus, the writer of The Myth of Sisyphus in 1942. Question number 4. Pick the odd one out. A, Waiting for Godot; B, Bal Soprano; C, Wuthering Heights; D, The Birthday Party. The answer is C, Wuthering Heights. It is not an example of absurd drama. It is a novel. It is a gothic kind of novel. Question number 5. Nothing happens, nobody comes, nobody goes. It is awful. This statement talks about which of the following works? A, Waiting for Godot; B, Bal Soprano; C, The Myth of Sisyphus; and D, Malone Dies. The answer is A, Waiting for Godot. It is a play with two identical acts by Samuel Beckett. It is an absurd play. Question number 6. Number of acts in Elizabethan play is A, 2; B, 3; C, 4; and D, 5. How many acts in Elizabethan plays? The answer is D, 5 acts. Try to recall the Freytag's pyramid we discussed in the class. Okay. Question number 7. Plays are divided into acts, and acts again are divided into scenes. True or false? The answer is true. Okay. Question number 8. The slogan "Art for art's sake" is related to B, romanticism; C, aestheticism; and D, modernism. The answer is aestheticism. The late 19th century art or literary movement which emphasizes on beauty. Question number 9. The Latin treatise Aesthetica was written by A, Alexander Baumgarten; B, Immanuel Kant; C, Flaubert; D, Mallarmé? The answer is A. Alexander Baumgarten. He was a German philosopher. Question number 10. A great writer in his work, The Poetic Principle, claims that the supreme works is poem per se, or poem written solely for poem's sake. Who is the person? Who is the writer? A. Walter Pater, B. Baudelaire, C. Edgar Allan Poe, D. Oscar Wilde. Answer is C. Edgar Allan Poe. Baudelaire also got influenced by him. Question number 11. Which of the following writers is not related to aestheticism? A. Harold Pinter, B. Algernon Searles Swinburne, C. Oscar Wilde, D. Lionel Johnson. Answer is A. Harold Pinter. He is an absurd dramatist, not aesthetist. 12. Who coined the term affective fallacy? A. John Keats, B. W. H. Auden, C. W. K. Wimsett and Monroe C. Beardsley, and D. Edgar Allan Poe. The answer is C. Wimsett and Beardsley. Okay, in 1946. Try to remember that. Question 13. In which of the following subjective analysis is not given importance? A. Impressionism, B. Relativism, C. Objective criticism, or D. Feminism. The answer is objective criticism. Option C. 14. Affective fallacy is a term used to refer to the supposed error of judging or evaluating a text on the basis of its emotional effects on reader. True or false? The answer is true. 15. Which of the following terms is not used for alienation effect? A. Estrangement effect, B. Distancing effect, C. Verfendung's effect or V effect, or D. Affective fallacy. So the answer is D. Affective fallacy. 16. What is defamiliarization? A. A concept associated with Russian formalism. B. An idea explored by Viktor Shklovsky. C. Presenting familiar objects in unfamiliar way. Or D. All of the above. The answer is all of the above. 17. Who introduced the concept of alienation effect? A. Bertolt Brecht, B. Alice Walker, C. W. K. Wimsett, D. Beardsley. The answer is A. Bertolt Brecht. 18. Allegory pays more attention on A. Irony, B. Symbolism, C. Satire, D. All of the above. The answer is B. Symbolism. It pays more attention to symbolism. The other two options are also correct, but they are not so important like symbolism. 19. The hidden story in an allegory is usually about A. Religion, B. Politics, C. Moral philosophy, D. All of the above. The answer is D. All of the above. 20. George Orwell's Animal Farm, is an allegory for A. Russian Revolution, B. World War II, C. The American Revolution, or D. None of the above. The answer is Russian Revolution in 1917. Okay. 21. Which of the following is not an allegory? A. Animal Farm. B. Ode on a Grecian Urn. C. Absalom and Achitophel. D. The Frog and the Nightingale. The answer is B. Ode on a Grecian Urn. This is a romantic poem by John Keats. Try to remember that. 22. Repetition of speech sound, especially consonant sound, in a sequence of nearby words is known as A. Consonance, B. Alliteration, C. Assonance, D. Rhyme. The answer is alliteration, repetition of the consonant sounds. 23. In summer season, when soft was the sun, this line is an example of. Okay, repetition of the sound saw is an example of A. Alliteration, B. Rhyme, C. Simile, D. Metaphor. The answer is A. Alliteration. 24. Live, love, pitter patter, etc. are examples of A. Alliteration, B. Assonance, C. Consonance, D. Parody. The answer is C. Consonance. 25. Who wrote the poem Oh, Where Are You Going? A. Wordsworth, B. John Keats, C. W. H. Auden, D. I. A. Research. Answer is C. W. H. Auden. 26. How does assonance differ from alliteration? A. They are same. B. Assonance is repetition of both vowel and consonant sounds. C. Assonance is vowel repetition, whereas alliteration is consonant repetition. And D. None of the above. The answer is C. Assonance is vowel repetition, whereas alliteration is consonant repetition. 27. Where is assonance used? A. Poetry, B. Prose, C. Music, D. All of the above. The answer is D. All of the above. 28. What is allusion? A. A metaphor, B. A reference, C. A clutchy or cliche, D. A symbol. Answer is B. Reference. 29. Who is the author of the book Wordsworth's Art of Allusion in 1988? Wordsworth's Art of Allusion. A. Christopher Ricks, B. Edwin Stein, C. R. A. Brower, D. John Hollander. The answer is B. Edwin Stein. The last question, number 30. Using allusions, the author targets A. Educated readers, B. Uneducated readers, C. Common people, D. Other contemporary authors. The answer is A. Educated readers. Hope you have enjoyed the test. Please give me the details that how many of you have scored 30 out of 30. Okay, here we end the class. Thank you.